just looking back on the Panthers series now that you have a few days to reflect, what kind of wasn't working that was for a lot of the year?
I mean, they're a really good hockey team. They do a really good job of not giving you a lot of time and space. And physical hockey team, and it's just, I think, obviously our special teams wasn't what it was in the first two series or the whole year, and a lot of the time special teams was a huge factor in the playoff series. And, only scoring one goal in the power play obviously hurt us. Other than that, it's tough to say exactly one thing that you can really pinpoint it on. I think there's things that we need to improve on, and I think we took a big step this year. There's positives to take away from it, but I think obviously that series shows us that there's things that we need to get better at.
When you look at that series, I mean, if they're the Class A's 2 years in a row now, right? So if they're the measuring stick, is it a style? Is it like what's missing from this group right now, even if it's the smallest things, that gets you over the hump against that team?
Is it a style? I mean, their style is physical, and they play hard, they play fast, they're very structured defensively. I think they, like I said, take away your time and space a lot, and I think there's a kind of measuring stick that we need to kind of get to that point, get a little bit better at some of those things, taking away teams' time and space a little bit more, causing a lot more turnovers, being more aggressive, playing that more physical style hockey.
You mentioned that this team took a jump. Just when you look back on this team, what do you think you'll remember about this group?
I mean, this is every year. I mean, you go into it, it's sometimes new players every year, but throughout a season you become a family. I mean, truly become a family. You become extremely tight with every guy in this locker room, and every year you build new relationships that you take with you for the rest of your life. I mean, this sport has brought me some of my best friends in life, some of my family members. So looking back on this season, I don't think that'll be any different. We became really close as a team, and obviously we had a fantastic regular season, won the President's Trophy, most wins in team history, and I think a lot of those things you're going to look back on in a lot of years and look at those things in a positive way. Obviously we didn't get to the end goal, but I think it was a great season for us.
Vincent, do you think you're close as a team? Do you have a belief in this locker room as you look around that you're close?
Yeah, absolutely. We made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, won 6 games. With a team that's been to the Cup Finals 2 years in a row now. And at times this year, I don't think we were. I thought we were unbeatable. I think there was some inconsistencies too at times. So if we can just fine-tune the game a little bit more, I think we're right there.
The moment you had with Igor at the end of Game 6, just what was the feeling in that moment, and what was your message to him?
I mean, it was a pretty empty feeling. You go as far as we did and put in as much effort, and you invest so much into this season, make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, you're playing this late in the season, and to come up short, it's just, it sucks. It's not fun. But Szczesny, I mean, he was our best player by a significant margin in the playoffs, and I thought if there was one guy that I thought needed to hear that right after the loss to kind of keep his spirits up, but I just told him he was our best player and he deserved better.
What is it about the fabric of the group that's in here that leads you to believe that the future is bright?
We have so many good pieces, and I mean, young guys coming up, and Lapp made huge strides this year. I think he's superstar in the making. We have a lot of firepower, and we have obviously great goaltending. Probably the best goaltender in the world. We're getting there. I think it's just it's not necessarily like the guys that it's just finding another level. I think. I mean, I think this is the start of becoming our identity, if that makes sense. Like, this year we've started to mold our identity, and the more we continue at what we are doing now, I think it'll only continue to get better.